Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a best of 3 of StarCraft 2. And today we have two phenomenal players because whoa, Solar taking on Liquid's Cure. Unbelievable. What a game here. What a match we have on our hands. Cure, who's been looking good, not just outside of the game but also inside of the game. His gameplay has been looking good. Solar's been very solid past few months as well. I think currently still the rank 6 or rank 7 on Aligilak. Very solid performances all around. Just good Zerg play. One of the few Zergs that actually can give Clem a real game in ZVT as well. So let's face it, Cure's gonna have his work cut out for him because I do believe that Solar's going to be a little bit favored here. He's looked so freaking good in the ZVT, in these long standard games. He hits hard. When Solar wants you dead, you die, okay? And he doesn't do it in a subtle way, you know? You're not gonna fall out of the window. No, he freaking takes you out big time. Like, he wants you to know he was there. Like, he signs it with a rose. He leaves a rose behind. Every gamer he takes out, you know, a rose on the bed. You know, your wife comes home. She sees the rose on the bed. She knows what she's going to see in the computer room. It's going to be her husband defeated mentally, physically, and with 35 MMR less. And you know, Solar came by. You know, he is the one who knocks. That is what happens. All right, triple CC here coming out of Cure. This is not nothing out of the ordinary. This has really been par for the course for pretty much every single course that we've seen out of Terran in the TVZ matchup. It's just been so common to see triple CC, and there's a lot of different follow-ups. It's a little bit like how people, they're like, oh, Harstem, it's always Germans, Harstem, why is every single Zerg versus Protoss, das ist just Stargate, why is that? It's only open as Stargate. And then I have to explain to them, it's like, well, out of the Stargate opener, there's still many different follow-ups. You know, you can go into Twilight, you can go into a robotics facility. We see Forge Twilight, Blink, Glaives, Charge, Archon Drop, Double Stargate Tempest, Double Stargate Phoenix, Mass Void Ray into DT. Like, there's a lot of variety from the Stargate. Just because the first tech structure is a Stargate doesn't mean that every game that has a Stargate in it is going to be exactly the same. It's like watching a football game and being like, why does the board have 11 players? It doesn't make any sense. Why isn't there a Mannschaft with just 10 players? It's like, yeah, it's a good question, I guess. Why does everyone have a goalie? It's like, yeah, also a good question. But that's just how it works, you know? And that's how it's the same in this matchup. Triple CC is just, it is the golden standard right now in this matchup. This is a crazy good run by the way. He's going to go in with a second set of Hellions as well. Solar doesn't seem very ready for it, which is the worst thing you can be, not ready. 8 drones end up going down. And I think this is fine for Cure. This is fine for Cure. 8 drones for 4 Hellions. Like, I always imagine, you know, like a sleazy car salesman coming up to you before the game with like a contract and asking you, hey, if you were to lose 4 Hellions before 4 minutes and 38 seconds, but you get 8 drone kills, would you take the deal? You know, like, would I be convinced to sign it? I think I would actually sign it. I do believe I would sign it every single time. I think that is a worthwhile deal as the Terran. And that's kind of how you want to think about like these trades. You know, it's like, hey, if I got offered this deal beforehand, would I be happy with it? And I think here, yeah, Cure would be pretty freaking happy with it. He's going to try to come from the south side here one more time. Links are going to be in position, and we got the Triple Queen as well. So this is a fairly useless maneuver. Oh my god. Oi, 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 oi. This is going to be some serious mistaking, no? I did not think, honestly, when I said there's going to be some serious mistakes, I thought it was going to be a mistake out of Cure. But then the Hellions came in pretty far, and Solar actually had to pull some magic out of his butt. Luckily, Solar can do with his butt, but Harry Potter only can do with a wand. That's perform freaking magic. Eat that, Harry. But, well, don't eat that. That's pretty freaking weird. All right, double Banshee is out. We have Cloak on it as well. 1-1 upgrade. Spire, which is fast as hell, by the way. This is a really quick Spire. Baneling Nest, post Spire. So this is we could call this a Muta Rush, I think. I think we'd be justified in calling this a Muta Rush. Absolutely. We get 2 more barracks as well coming out right now. We have a 3rd command center, which is mining. It's going to be 5 racks. Oh, this base got cancelled. That's actually a pretty big deal. I don't love that for Solar. So the reason why I don't love that for Solar is because let's take a look at how Muta usually works. So the main thing that Muta has, the goal of the Muta Lisk is to spend all of your gas in Mutas, spend all of your minerals on links and drones, okay? And ideally drones. However, if your fort base isn't there, it can only be links. It can't be drones. Well, it can be, but then you're just oversaturating a base. Like, there's no point to building drones early on in that case. So it's just going to be pure Muta Ling. It's actually adding a couple of Banelings already. This is a sign of weakness, by the way. Like, this is not a sign of strength. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be so strong defensively with 11 Banes. Like, no. Every 4 Banes that you build is -1 Muta Lisk. He built 11 Banes. Well, round it up. That's 3 Mutas that you have less right now. And that's because you wanted safety. Because you're not secure. That's what you're not. You're not secure in your defense. So, yeah, that freaking sucks. I don't know what to tell you guys. That freaking sucks. We're gonna get this counter attack. Ooh, turrets are already out. Turrets are out. So, I mean, these mutas are really not going to be capable of doing anything except dying, and that's what one of these mutalisks does right now. Banelings are here defensively. This drop also doesn't get cleaned up. Like, there's 2 ways which you can use the muta for. There are like 2 ways you can use them initially. It's either to go for the counter attack, then you defend with some banelings, or you keep them at home and try to clear up the first double drop. And like, you clear it, you know? Right now, Solar is really doing neither. He's dealing so little damage. 4 SCVs total, but he's lost the Muta already as well. This thing is still active. His fourth base was really late. He's now just getting 8 gases. This is such a bad situation here. And he wants to get more Mutas on top of that. Look at that. It's getting 4 or 5 more Muta Lisk. It's going to go up to 14 Mutas, which is a very decent amount. But not sure if it's going to be enough. Like, he doesn't really have the ability to jump a turret, for example, which is exactly what you would want. Like, jumping turrets, that is the Mutaliscus hobby. Ooh, kind of split off here. Wouldn't have minded seeing some actual splits coming out of these Mutas. This is awkward movement. Real freaking awkward movement. Thor is about to finish up. It's going to help out massively dealing with these Mutas. Oh my god. Solar's Muta control has been extremely subpar so far. You're gonna get a double mine drop plus, what is that, 16 SC Marines, a bit more. It's like 24 Marines out here, trying to move across the map. The Muta count is just looking so freaking pathetic. I don't know what else to call it. It just looks sad. Like, this isn't really a Muta flock, you know? It's not enough Mutas. It's like a handful. $15 Mutas now coming out. Total infestation pit on the way. 2-2 hasn't started yet. Solar is maxed out. This is going to be the time for him to fight. If he doesn't decide to fight right now, I think he's just going to be kind of cooked. Like, he needs to push this back and take some freaking map control. Like, take your fate into your own hands, man. It's now or never. Like, this Muta count is still so freaking so bad. It just looks so sad. Like, you can't do anything with this. You just can't. 2-2 upgrades are about to finish up. So that's definitely a move. We have a 6th base coming in over here on this this bottom side. Major run by as well. It's going to head in towards the 3rd base. This is the first move out of Solar that I truly do like. I think he really should commit with it though. Like, it's really important that he manages to commit with it. No, gets pulled back. Like, every second that goes by is such a good second here for Cure, because Cure is just... He's doing hot, you know? He's doing real freaking well. 2-2 upgrades, Marine, Mine, Thor, all the good jazz. That base is gonna go down. Banshee over here is actually dealing a lot of damage as well. 56 extra links in production. Still only 14 Mutas. +2 is on the way for the Mutalisk. Like, what have the Mutas killed so far? 4 SCVs? That's it. That actually is it. Lingbane's gonna try to clear up this army. Mine's not quite getting connections. The Marines get sent back. Okay, this move has some potential. This move has some potential. Cure's gonna need to be real fast. Cure was really fast. That was a really quick response there out of Cure. Changelings are being dropped down. A couple of SCVs go down, but I don't think it's going to be enough SCVs falling there. At the same time, we have an attack towards the bottom side, as Cure is pretty much moving to victory here right now. Hatchery is going to fall. It will be 4 base versus 4 base. That was a really bad fight for Cure. Cure did not pay attention there for a little bit. This army is also going to get attacked. Mutas come back home. Baneling's trying to roll in. Do we have target fire? It's against 4 Banes. Should be possible. No, Cure decides to just run all the way back home. Cure with the bigger bank at this point. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. 8 more Mutas coming in right now. So it's going to go up to what? 23, if my counting is right. 5th base going up once more as well. We have that 5th CC here for Cure. This is a very back and forth game. Actually, it's not very back and forth. It is just Cure in the lead the entire time. Cure in the lead and Solar trying to make something happen and failing. Not getting done what he needs to get done. Oh. Solar. It's gonna try with a little bit of a Ling run by, but units are in position. All of these Lings in a lot of trouble. Mutas once again moving towards the north side here, seeing if they can do something. Baneling count down south, potentially not high enough. Something we definitely need to keep an eye on. As these Lings are now running in. There's no defense here at the 3rd. And for the first time, we're going to get a real run by in to do something. At the same time, Mutas are now hitting the main base. There's 4 turrets here. Now, 1 turret is going to get taken out. 2nd turret is going to get taken out as well. 3rd turret will end up falling too. 11 SCVs going down over at the 3rd base at the same time. Cure's actually losing a lot of freaking workers here. The Mutas continue their reign of terror, their reign of chaos. There's no turret in the natural. Cure believed that to be safe, as Solar is now kind of forcing Cure's hand. 44 workers to 80. Big bank still behind all of this for Cure, but it is 4 base against, well, practically 2.5 mining bases right now on Cure's side. So drones are being pulled. That would be a mistake. Ultras are coming out in about, what, 15 seconds or so. Baneling's trying to connect. So these Overseers trigger a couple of mines. I think Cure just has too much, though. Topside forward base is being taken. 141 supply to 181. And don't forget, army supply 70 to 135. Marauder count is at 15. So the 3 ultras by themselves not going to be good enough. This is a severely overstimmed army. Okay, GG gets called. Cure's going to win game number 1. Our next map here is going to be the Old Republic. And I feel like we're going to need to see a Solar that tries to get a bit more control. It felt like he was just... I'm not sure if it was the early game that didn't feel good. Like he got his fort base cancelled like 3-4 times. He lost a bunch of drones early on. It did feel like Cure just had a lot of control. And then like the kind of the failed initial Muta attack. And from there on out, Cure just... The entire time is just way up in everything, really. Like, he just looks better. He actually just looks better. We'll see what's going to be happening here. Cure is moving in right now with this Reaper. Seemingly to go into a triple CC here once more. Drone goes down. Oh, it's not a good sign. It really is not a good sign when this type of stuff starts happening in the early game. It's a dramatic start here for Solar. 1 drone goes down. As we see, triple CC, factory, potentially once again this type of Banshee build. Or fast speed for the Korean Zerg here. Lings are trying to stop the Reaper from coming in. Oh, 1 more jump in. Once more gets thwarted here by these 4 Lings that are on the high ground. It's going to be 2nd gas, starport, double Hellion behind this. So we're once again kind of moving into the direction of what I feel like is going to be Banshee. I'm not sure if it's going to be 6 Hellion, if it's going to be 8 Hellion. We're going to see some Hellions. Most likely going to see some freaking Banshees here as well with that 2nd gas. This is the first real moment where Solar gets to make a decision. So you can try to run by with these Lings, or you can try to really go for a kill on this Reaper. Like, you can also keep your Lings at home and do absolutely nothing, but we're going to see a Ling attack here. Okay, 1 Ling moving towards the top side. This is going to be a scouting Ling. Wants to get a little bit of information here. The Banshee is now on the way. First 4 cars are out. Here comes the link. 355. Gets stopped. Depot comes down. And we're going to see 2 more Hellions come out soon as well. 2 Hellions going to make their way onto the map. 2 Hellions stay at home. So it feels like Cure is very afraid of a potential run by. Does not want to go for any type of run by himself. Just completely okay with just chilling. Staying home. Making sure that he can deny his scouting. So that's the second link that gets denied. Let's see if number 3 is going to get sent out here as well. I actually think that there's a decent chance Solar just gives up. It's going to send in this Overlord. So you try with 2 links, it doesn't work out. Cure immediately, after spotting that OV, is going to send both of his Marines there. I don't know if that's good enough. It's quite a bit of damage onto that OV. Quite a lot of damage there onto that OV. We'll see that a starport is building something. Doesn't see that it's Banshee necessarily, but I think you can usually gamble that. There's 1 Banshee now moving towards the bottom side as well. Spore coming in a Liberator position, if anything. All of these Spores being built in Liberator positions. Actually, it's going to help against this initial Banshee. It's just going to straight up fly into the Spore. 2 shots off the Spore onto the Banshee. Queen's now moving further forward. Get a couple more volleys off of there as well. Banshee takes quite a bit of damage. Six cars total. 2 more eBays in the natural. So we have 5 barracks. Double Evos. Baneling Nest. A 4th base that didn't get cancelled 3 times. And that I think is the main thing that's going very well right now for Solar. Cure is desperately trying to get something done here. So far hasn't really gotten anything. 2 links, 1 Overlord, 1 drone. That drone was with the first Reaper as well. So I was upset about that first drone dying against the Reaper, but in retrospect, I think it's a pretty damn good early game. Overseer chasing these Banshees as well. Look at the freaking anticipation here on what's about to happen. Many Zerg players would have sent their Queens here, but Solar, he knows where they're gonna go. He said, you know what? Your Banshees are going to move all the way towards the right to try and escape. I'm going to kill one. I'm going to deal a lot of damage onto the others. Cure not paying attention because he's busy looking at these Hellions. Solar's doing both. Solar gets a semi-surround here on a bunch of these cars. Kills both of the Banshees. 3 Hellions and 2 Banshees going down. Reaper has fallen as well. I mean, this was a fantastic start. And we instantly see a bunch of links coming in. I think this might be the kind of run-by-ish rather than everything staying at home. I would love to see a run by here because the Banshees are gone. Hellion numbers are not what they once used to be. Centrifugal Hooks is about to finish up. Infestation Pit has finished up and we're getting Hive as well on the way right now. Links moving towards the left. Queen count is at 5. Here comes the Stim. Is an armory available? No, it's not. So these Hellions will remain Hellions. No chance they're going to turn into Hellbats or anything of the sort. Tank in the back. I mean, this is a useless push. Honestly, like, it just cannot work anymore. Like, this push ended a little while ago. Probably even before it started. 1-1 never finishes up. Solar with a significant supply lead at this point. Staking a 5th base already during this push. You can often judge a player's confidence in their position by when they're building their bases. Like, is it when they're attacking? Is it when they've just defended something? Or is it while they're waiting for an attack to come? Like, if you're building a 5th base while an attack is happening or an attack is coming towards you, you're probably feeling pretty freaking confident. Otherwise, you might want to, you know, spend that cash into extra queens or something like that. Like some type of an emergency. You know, there's always some type of an emergency break you can pull. Whether it's going to be queens or adding in more banelings into the mix or more links if you have the larva available. Like, it doesn't matter, but there's always something you can, you know. The emergency court. And Solar didn't do that. Because he went straight up to 4 base, 83 drones, Adrenal Glands already on the way. He's going to go in with a big ling run by. Not quite going to succeed. I really like the way the Cure is walling, by the way. This isn't really like a full wall. He did this in the previous game too. It's almost like a death trap. It's like you can get in, but you can't get out. Like, well, welcome aboard, brother. Like, there's loads of space for you to walk in, but once you're in, you're pretty freaking cooked. You're actually pretty freaking cooked. This wall's gonna get fully finished right now. Planetary on the way. Still 160 supply to 160. I do much prefer Solar's position though, just purely based on the fact that he has higher tech. Doesn't necessarily have the greatest creep spread, but I always feel like whenever Solar gets into a pretty stable, like mid to late game, he's very difficult to deal with for most Terrans. Like this split out of Cure. 3 medevacs to the bottom, 2 to the top. Mines are gonna join up as well. I wonder if it's possible actually to do something here. As Cure. I think there's just too many Hydras, too many Banes. I think the risk might just be too high. So one Queen's gonna end up dying here. We get a big scan as well. A couple of creep tumors will end up falling. Mine's starting to move into position right now to burrow. Queen's coming in with a flank. It's kind of awkward here. These Queens could have been in some trouble had the Marines turned around, but instead we're going to get a target fire here on that hatchery. Hatchery will end up going down. I think this medevac is probably toast. Other 2 medevacs might just barely stay alive. But we do have 196 supply against 167. Wouldn't necessarily call it a great early game. Mine count of 6 over here. Bunch of marauders coming towards the top left. Going to not see this army. This army can potentially move in towards the third base and do something there. Indeed, that's what's happening right now. Adrenal glands, of course, helping out quite a bit. Gnawing through those depots. Cure is going to go for a counterattack. There's zero chance that that's the correct play. It's just not possible that that's the correct play. Zerg is too strong in these types of counterattack situations because Banelings defensively on creep are just so damn strong. So 10 SCVs going down here. Loads and loads of depots are falling as well. Factories are going to get taken out. Like, this is going to be like an eternal supply block pretty much. Yeah, this third is going to have to lift and piss off. Is there just 1 Viper? Yeah, there is. Does surprise me. I thought it was 2 already. But boy was I wrong. And this base is gonna come back. It's 66 workers to 88. Cure has 130 supply. Not sure how your guys' counting is, but I hope it's good enough to realize that 130 to 181 is not necessarily great for Cure. If that's a concept that you're struggling with, then life's gonna be tough, so good luck. Lynx once again coming in. Could go to the third base. Instead want to go for the sensor tower. Move further up north right now. I mean, like every single trade here that's been happening is just so freaking good for Solar. And Cure taking a 5th base here wasn't on my bingo card. I don't think it's on Cure's bingo card either, to be honest. I don't quite know what this is. There's just too much. There's too much here. There's too much stuff. I think you probably split some of these lurks to the left and then counterattack with a bunch towards the right. There's no anti-lurker here. There's no anti-lurker. It just doesn't exist. It currently ain't here. So the moment you get any amount of lurkers attacking like a key objective, Cure needs to make it, like, he either needs to hold or he needs to full base trade, but you can't base trade if a couple of lurkers stay at home. So I think this is 100% the correct call. Like, we're what here? Like, we're 8 lurkers? Yeah. You scan that, you're going home. You're not looking at that going, oh wow, only 8? It's like, no. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, throw bodies at it? Because you have plenty of bodies, but not sure if a marine body is that nice to walk into a lurker. Rest of the lurkers now moving across the map as well. 20 workers going down. I mean, Solar's just here picking up the win. At this point, he's too far ahead. Like, these 4 lurkers up top here are doing fantastic. Ling run by is going to deal a lot of damage. Burrow's not available, but it's not really going to matter. GG gets called. Cure is going to lose game number 2, and Solar ties up the series. And I think that last game really shows the power of Solar being in control. Like, Solar and I don't think there's anyone like Solar. I was going to say and Rogue, but Rogue plays a bit different. But Solar is really relentless in his pressure. Like, once he gets the first set of links in, I feel like there's almost no one as good as just continuously going and pounding and pounding. You know, they often say you don't kick a man while he's down. That is Solar's entire game plan. Like, he throws you to the ground and he starts kicking you. It's like, what the hell? I thought it was against the rules. Like, what freaking rules? I didn't see no rule book. Oh, you mean this? He freaking eats the book. That Solar's crazy. People often ask him, why are you eating the book? It's like, no rules, baby, no rules. He gives you 2 middle fingers. Smacks you around. Sends a love letter to your mom. It's like, what the hell, Solar? That's my mom. That's how he does it, man. He's freaking crazy like that. This is a terrible start, though. This actually is... like, someone like Cyril, you know? Cyril, he'll get like a Ling run by and kill like 25 SCVs. He'll look at that and go like, oh, very nice. Easy late game. You know, he's gonna play like a 45-minute game. And that's it. He's gonna be like the happiest man in the world. It's like, play it out. It's fantastic. He knows he can't lose anymore. Like Solar, he sees you like blink a little bit too slow. He starts like, pounding your head. It's like, what the hell? I blinked. Yeah, shouldn't have blinked, idiot. Keep your eyes open. You blink with one eye at a time when you play against Solar. Yeah, Solar's crazy. Such a powerful Zerg, man. It's really cool that it feels like the Zergs have some like different, like top level qualities at this point, you know? I feel like there's really, in the last few years, we've had some real like playstyle personalities, I feel like, develop. I think there was a period in time, to me, where it felt like all the high level players felt very similar. And now it does feel to me like there's definitely some differences in like aggression levels in playstyle wise. Like lots of little nuances that they do different. I really do wonder if I could recognize these names. Like if you'd block them out. I feel like I could. Just purely based on things like unit movement and how they respond to certain threats. If I get multiple choice, I definitely would be capable of doing it. But yeah, it's hard to say. Either way, double Hellion run by coming into the 3rd base right now. What is this gonna be? 6 Hellions plus Reaper are gonna be moving out. Banshee in the back. Cloak with it as well. Are we gonna watch Mech? No way, right? No, it's just gonna be Bio. A man can dream, you know? I'm always on a little bit of hopium when it comes to Mech. With his base is Coke. Coke? Toast. There you go. Technically you could eat both in the morning. Although your days end up very different. Base is toast. Okay, a couple of Hellions did go down though. So Banshee's now gonna show up. Once again, you have this weirdly placed Spore. It's good against Liberators, not quite as great if the Banshee doesn't fly into it, is it now? It's quite a bit of damage here in the early game. 6 drones total. 9 drones in production. Quite a few links. I'm not sure if they died or if they were built. 12 links total are out. From the Cloak Banshee. If this base actually dies, I think honestly Solar might as well just leave. There's no actual Overseer, by the way. Dude, if Cure was aware of this, I think the game would just be over. Like, actually just be over. Because then this base is just gonna die. Once again, like, you're playing the same game as in game number 1, except with slower tech even. Which is, like, legitimately unplayable. Double Banshee now heading into the main base. I'm not sure if Solar's aware of it. I don't think he saw the fly in towards the main. He's gonna lose like 4 or 5 drones here. Okay, 3 drones going down. No, this is proper tough, honestly. This actually is proper tough. Tough, tough, tough. 8 more drones are gonna come in. Solar. He's trying to get to a decent worker count. He's lost 11 already, though. Banshee's now trying to clear Queen, which is... I mean, they don't even get the kill here. Loses a Banshee. Good control there on that bad boy. Banshee taking a lot of damage. Banshee taking a lot of damage. Yeah, Kira not paying attention. He's gonna lose it. She's gonna lose it. He just died. I mean, he's hitting a pretty tight timing though. What the hell? Wait, how is this possible? 7 minutes? Dude, this is hitting like a truck. What the hell? 720 he hits. 1-1 is not quite done yet. Combat shield is a little bit away. But there's 2 tanks here. This is an insanely nice timing. Centrifugal hooks isn't done. Okay, 1-1 finishes. I think his base is gone, though. Good luck holding that. Okay, Centrifugal is going to finish up here. Barely. Target fire on the Banes is okay. Gonna get a double pickup. This is overall, I think, a good early game for Cure. I think he's pretty happy with this. I don't think he's at all gonna regret this. We have double marine drops now heading towards the north side of the map. So we have a couple of hydras as well coming in. The Marines are also still alive. I really like how he played this. He's like really keen kind of on giving up the tanks. As long as the Marines stay alive, oh, he's gonna drop in. So this seems like a mistake, but it's a really smart move because it's going to allow this double drop to pull some forces towards this area. Okay, Queen plus Spore did manage to stop that. Gonna need to get a pickup over here. I think Cure once again tried to drop through and go into the natural, but decided against it. Double Medevacts are kind of in an awkward spot right now, though. More and more units are coming out. Big spam. Big scan coming. Big spam. Big spam. Alright, big scan came in. Lots of creatures being taken out. This position is gnarly, by the way. It's not nice to fight against this. It really ain't nice to fight against this. You're gonna get a tank sieging up a little bit further forward. Marines now being pulled back. Drilling Claws is on the way. Okay, here we go. Do we get a pickup? Oh, it's gonna semi-pick up a ramp. We go. Cure's actually down in supply a little bit. Hive is significantly later, I feel like, than in the previous game. Like, we don't have fast adrenal glands. You're gonna get a pretty quick lurker then, though. So slightly faster lurkers comparative to the Hive timing. If you compare it to the last game. This is gonna get pushed back. This is a pretty serious push towards the left here. Is there really anything on the left? I don't think so. The right side's also being stopped, so more banelings probably are not going to be built on the left side. Here comes this push. This is a problem. It's just a single bane. You can click that. Okay, he's gonna click that. Okay, bane is dead. I think this base is toast. It's the second time this base falls, no? Yeah. There we go. Base is gonna absolutely go down as we get a boost into the main base at the same time as well. So we're gonna need to split 3 ways. Do we leave anything on the right side? No banelings. No banelings over here. 2-2 upgrades are going to come in right now. Try and deal some damage. Pick up. Okay, we get a pick up. Marines in the main base are about to finish up as well as... just a great little sequence here. Great little sequence for the Terran player in my mind. Is there anything bad going on at this moment? That's pretty much the next question that I would have. Like, lurkers could be an issue, although the gas count isn't high enough. Vipers, are they an issue? Not really an issue. Like, the Viper is not... It is a power spike, but it's not a power spike like the Lurker is, you know? The Viper is always good, no matter what happens. But the Lurker, if there's like no Ghosts, no Liberators, no tanks, I think the Lurker is freaking insane. If you can get it across the map, it's legitimately the most busted thing in the entire world. Okay, we're gonna get a full pickup into the main base. Okay, here comes the scan. Lurker's holding their own. Holy crap. These guys are strong as heck. Gonna get a drop onto the 5th base as well. What's our mine count? None. This is such a weird game, honestly. It feels like Cure is in complete control the entire time. But when you look at the actual setup, like, I think I like the army that Solar has a bit more. The problem is that Solar has no map vision, no 5th base, really. And, like, his potential for eco is non-existent. Like, he can't take a 6th, because there's just no creep. He doesn't have good vision of the middle. He doesn't have a good setup defensively on the left either. Once the lip count gets up to like I'd say 6 to 8, I much prefer the army that Cure is building, but until then, if Solar at any point can get across the map, would be a pretty big deal. But this is like the 17th cancel. You killed it 3 times and now another cancel. I think the second cancel. It's gonna stim in to try this. Liberator comes in. Like, you just know that these lurkers are gonna need to pick up at some point. And I think that's what Cure was waiting for. This lip is moving further by a little. Couple of Banelings running in. Marines are not even being pulled back. Just the entire army just kind of move commanding back and then fighting in the choke. And I just don't think Solar has enough. Base gets killed another time or cancelled another time. At least there's no base anymore. Lurkers are doing the best to hold this, but I mean, there's still 2 lips that are just shooting. There's no anti-air available here whatsoever. Left side kills the hatchery another time. It's going to bring the total to 4. 4 times killed. I think 2 or 3 times cancelled. Lurkers now being cleaned up as well. And pure Marine Marauder, Liberator. Not even mines really in the mix. Got a couple more mines that are being built right now, but just such a very simple army really. Not bad, just simple, like easy to control. And Cure makes it easy for himself. Solar never really getting the lead in this game, and I just don't think he can do anything. Cure just continuing to expand, gets another base. GG gets called. Solar is going to lose this series with a 1-2 score against the Team Liquid Korean Terran player, Cure.